I've been using Nothing's Headphone A for a bit now, and I have quite a few thoughts on these, so let's jump right into it.
The design leans heavily into Nothing's signature transparent aesthetic, and while there are vibrant new pink and yellow colorways, the white version perfectly matches the Phone 4A. It features a lightweight 310-gram polycarbonate build with a uniquely tactile control system, replacing the standard touch panels with a highly satisfying volume roller and media paddle. Though the clamping force can feel a bit firm at first, the overall build quality and striking visuals look incredible on camera.
So in terms of the build quality, they're very durable. I typically just throw them in the car or throw them in a backpack without a protective bag or case, and they've held up very nicely so far throughout my use. Again, very durable here. You can see they're very flexible, but I love how lightweight and comfortable these are, and that is key when you're talking about over-the-head headphones for extended use. They are very comfortable, and that's an easy win in my book, especially compared to the more expensive Headphone 1, which are heavier, and over time you do get some fatigue. With these, I don't find myself getting any fatigue, and I have a larger head here, and they stretch very nicely and fit great all day.
Bluetooth pairing is incredibly seamless. Whether you're connecting to an Android device like a Nothing Phone 4a or 4a Pro, for example, or an iPhone on iOS, you can get connected in just seconds. Once connected, the Nothing X app unlocks total control of your audio with deep EQ settings, and you can even explore the Nothing Playground to download and try custom audio profiles shared by the community.
For moderate to extensive use, the Nothing Headphone A lasts me a few days on a single charge, so in terms of battery performance, they're also very solid, and when you do need to charge them, they do charge quickly, which is a nice win as well. So in my unboxing video, I had a lot of questions about the Nothing Headphone A and whether or not you could pair them with like an Xbox, for example. While they do have a 3.5mm cable that you can utilize with your controller, you won't be able to utilize the microphones, however, while gaming, but the audio does sound great. So if you're curious about the gaming experience, and if you're curious specifically about the microphones, I have not been able to get the microphones to work in my testing, and I don't believe it's truly supported for gaming. However, if you are looking to just utilize it for audio, it will pair nicely with like the 3.5mm headphone jack with your controller.
The Nothing audio lineup has something for everyone: the premium Headphone 1, the mid range Headphone A, and the budget friendly CMF Headphone Pro. On paper, comparing the pricier Headphone 1, you'd think they'd win with their higher fidelity sound and high end aluminum build, but I find the added cost doesn't always equate to a better experience. And while the CMF Headphone Pro are cheaper, you can hear that sound difference. I love that you can remove the ear cups, which you can't do on the other more expensive headphones. For most users, landing in the middle of this lineup is the sweet spot when you compare each side by side and you factor in the pricing and the overall value in daily usage.
I listen to a wide variety of music, and with the Nothing Headphone A, I'm a bass heavy listener, and these deliver. It's not only crisp and clear audio, but again, the bass sounds really good with these, even better in my usage compared to the more expensive Nothing Headphone ones. I tend to reach for these because I just prefer the audio out of these over those more expensive headphones. Even compared to like the CMF headphones, which do sound really good as well for their price point, there's a lot of value here in the Headphone A, and for my sound preferences, these are like they were made for me. So overall, do I recommend the Nothing Headphone A? Absolutely. Nothing crushed it this year with these headphones. They're not only lightweight and comfortable and super durable, but they sound phenomenal. They're the only headphones I continue to reach for, and it's an easy recommendation for me. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and let's discuss. And as always, thank you for watching, take care, and stay safe.